it's Vicky, and today I want to give you 5 actions that you absolutely must take when you want to achieve any goal, okay? So it doesn't matter whatever goal you have, no matter what, these 5 things you absolutely must do, okay? So say hi when you jump on so I can say hi back to you. If you're watching the replay, still say hi so I can see that you watched it. Okay, so the first thing you absolutely have to do when achieving any goal is you need to consider your overarching goal. So what is the big goal that you want to achieve? Do you want to build a house? Do you want to travel to a certain place? Do you want to pay for a wedding? Do you want a new car? Do you want to build a school? Do you want to start a charity? Like any big goal that you have, consider what it is, okay? I can tell you what mine is. I can tell you what my big life vision is. I want to start a treatment centre to help people with mental health. That's what I want to do, because I'm very passionate about good mental health in everybody, and so that's what I want to, that's the life vision that I want to create for myself, okay? So consider your overarching goal, whatever that is, however big it is. It should be quite big. You know, you're allowed to dream, you're allowed to have big goals and dreams, no matter what anyone tells you. Okay, so consider what it is you really, really want, okay? Number 2, the second step, and this is really, really important, and I think this is something that a lot of people that try to set goals don't do, and that is to write it all down, okay? There's something really special and magical that happens when you write a goal down. Okay, I was listening to a Les Brown motivational speech one time on YouTube, and he was basically saying that when you write your goals down, what it does is it engages the subconscious mind. You know, it sounds really crazy. It's like when you write it down, your subconscious, like the wheels in your subconscious mind kind of start turning, and it starts thinking of ways that you can achieve that thing. You know, and ideas, as you like put your goals down on paper, ideas will start to come to you for how you can, you know, achieve that, how you can, you know, ideas that weren't available to you before. So writing it all down is really, really, really important. Put it up somewhere where you can see it every day. If you can, read it to yourself morning, noon, and just before you go to sleep. You want to keep your goal in the front of your mind all the time, okay? So that is really, really important. I would probably say that's like, even if you didn't do anything else, just write it all down, okay? That's why whenever you see people that teach like law of attraction stuff, they tell you write everything down. It's like when you want to attract a man or a woman, they tell you to write down all the qualities that you want in that person. Or when you're traveling somewhere, they tell you like write down the things you'll do when you get to that place. Like you put in, it's like the wheels in your mind start turning, and you start thinking of things that you can do that can help bring that goal into your life. So that's really, really important. And I never used to write anything down. I used to think that, you know, writing stuff down, like what does that do? Like if I write something down, it's not gonna make it happen, is it? But I'll tell you something, I have seen this work in my life. When I was moving here, and I did it in the last place I lived as well, what I did was I had read the book version of The Secret, and basically I got the idea from that, and basically what I did was I wrote my name and this address. Like before I had even moved here, I wrote my name and address of this place over and over and over until it felt like it was mine. And I did that in the last place I lived as well. So, I mean, that goes to show that writing it down, you know, it brings it to life. It worked. I got this place. You know, it works for so many things. So write it all down. Okay. Number 3 is brainstorm what needs to happen. So you've got your goal, you've written it down. What you need to do after that is brainstorm. Start writing down ideas and strategies of things that you need to do to help bring that goal to life. It's one thing to write it down, but then you need to start thinking about how you're going to move towards that goal. because you can't just write a goal down and then not do anything else. You actually need to, think about how you're going to move towards it. Okay, so you write it down, you brainstorm what needs to happen. So what are the types of people that you might need help from? What kind of, are you going to need to learn some new skills? Are you going to need to hire some coaches to help you? Are you starting a business? Do you need to create a business plan? Like all those kinds of things. And then the next step after you brainstorm all those ideas is you need to put it all together in an action plan. And this is kind of like where it really all comes together, because when you create an action plan, especially if you've got like a really big goal, it can be quite overwhelming. Having a plan and having actually something on paper where you can see what you actually need to do kind of makes things a bit more doable. And then in the plan, you create mini goals, like little bite-sized goals that you will accomplish along the way, and then on the way to achieving the big goal. So it won't seem as overwhelming as if, like, say you want to, you want to build a house. Okay, that's a pretty big thing. Having a plan and a blueprint for what exactly you need to do, it will kind of make it more doable, and your mind won't go, oh my god, I can't do that. But if you create mini goals that are easier for your brain to process, it'll be a lot more doable for you. And anyway, if you don't, obviously you need a plan. If you haven't got a plan, it's not, what's the saying? If you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. So yeah, having a plan, setting mini goals, and then having those small successes along the way will give you that confidence in achieving the big goal. And number 5 is make it measurable. Okay, so you've got your goals, you've brainstormed your ideas, you've got your action plan. You need to make it measurable. You need to set milestones. You need to create deadlines and time frames for when you want to achieve this by. What I will say is, when you create a deadline, obviously depending on how big your goal is, if it's a 1-year goal, a 5-year goal, or a 10-year goal, don't be have the deadline. You need to have the time frame, but don't be really attached to it happening in that time, because there's all kinds of things that could happen, and things don't always happen on our time. They happen when they're going to happen, right? But you need to set deadlines for the big goal, set deadlines for your smaller goals that you set in the action plan in the previous step, and just kind of set milestones and celebrate your small wins along the way. Okay, so I hope that was helpful for you. I actually have 11 more very important actions that you need to take when achieving a goal. I don't have time to share them all now, but if you enjoyed this video, I know it was kind of a very, very quick. If you want the full list that actually does go into more detail of all the actions you need to take when achieving a goal, just send me a message. I will send them over to you for completely free. Okay, or comment below. I want the steps, I want the action steps. I hope you all have an amazing day, and I'll talk to you soon.